I think independence is very important. But how can you, I'm not going to say that I'm independent. Because I have to show you my records in the past, whether I'm really independent or not. Because if you don't have an independent mind and you go to Istana, I think I will do wrong things for you all. So I must be independent. When I was a member of parliament, if I don't believe that in the issue, I will not vote for it. So when there was the issue of the nominated members of parliament came before me, I asked myself, is this right for Singapore? I said, no. Is this right for the party? Yes. But which one is more important? The country comes first, you have to vote against it. So that you have to have that independent streak. In 1999, I asked the government to tone down the foreign talent policy because I was receiving a lot of feedback from all of the young people of Singaporeans having difficulty in getting jobs. And the government was pushing too hard the foreign talent policy. I had to challenge them. And they took me to task. I was scolded in public, but I took your pain. So, if something is wrong, I will tell you. That's my motto. Now, there's another area that you should know. The president must have good advisors. I can appoint 2 good advisors to help me. And I will choose men or women. I'm looking for them, men or women, to make sure that I pick the right people, because these advisors are very important. I have to make sure I find one who is financially capable, and I want to find also someone who is very good in in our constitutional law, because these are the 2 areas. Should I get voted into Istana, I got to be very, very well advised. And you've got to admit, sometimes we are not expert in everything. You need advice, and it's good to have good advisors. I will have another 4 people nominated by Prime Minister, nominated by Chief Justice, and I think the PSC. So altogether there will be 6 advisors advising me. And I think as a responsible president, you need this good advice. I will not act alone. I will make sure that with this advice given by all these good people, then I will make that decision. But there must be transparency. You want to know what I'm doing in Istana. So I will have to give you an annual report. I will give you an annual statement. I will tell you. I will tell you whether the reserves have been dipped in. I will tell you the appointments that has been taken place. I will let you know your CPF, because your CPF are in special Singapore bonds. Now these will be affected sometimes by changes in the money market and so on. So be very careful. I will be very careful. But you have a right to know. So I will give you a report. And also I will make sure that this report covers quite a number of the activities that the President will be doing in Istana. Now I come to why I have the palm as my symbol. You see, each frond of this palm represents the racial mix of Singapore and our racial culture. So the palm, all the fronds of the palm represents our multiracial concept. We must strengthen multiracialism in Singapore, because Singapore belongs to everyone. It's not just one race. It belongs to all of you. And the trunk represents all the races coming together, taking root here in Singapore. So we will have to make sure that multiracialism will remain the cornerstone of Singapore. I also worry about the political divide. And I think it's impossible to get two political parties together and let them and tell them to be friends. No, because each of them have got their own political ideology. But I must remain neutral. I must be the bridge between all these political parties. Because if they clash too much, this country will suffer. I want to be that bridge to bring them all together, for example, at social functions. Maybe at a football game where all of them can cheer together as one voice for the national team. But I will make sure all the charities will be taken care of. I will want to promote all these charities and other social events. There are many active citizens in Singapore, very eager to promote their causes. If they are good causes, I will encourage all this. Finally, when you go to Istana, I think I want to make sure that I have my lovely wife with me. She's a very capable woman, and she will do you proud as a first lady. Thank you.